How's it going, everybody? Trace W here, and today it's not really a deck building video, more of just something interesting about historical conquest itself. Um, well, I'll start out. I got this with the original historical conquest pack. This was when the cards were different, they were made out of a different material, had a different back, rules were different, you could have multiples of a card in a deck. And just pretty much everything about the game was much different. But it came with this, and I don't think you can see it very well on the camera. There we go. But as you can see there, it says Story and Rulebook, and it's pretty interesting. So I'll get into that here. So the premise is there's some sort of ill-defined artifact or magical power or maybe technology that places you, the player, in a situation where you meet Benjamin Franklin, who gives you a letter from yourself, from the future, from another dimension. And this letter explains the premise of the gameplay. You, in making this time leap to meet Ben Franklin, which you apparently inadvertently did, you created a new world, another dimension. And it's a void. There's nothing there but what you put there. The very place that you are now, which is a barracks with Benjamin Franklin, is another dimension. It says that there is someone who, according to the game, is your opponent, who is told the exact same thing you are. And so, like, they're having the same conversation with Ben Franklin since they're in the same situation as you. And they want to take over your void of the universe and abuse its inhabitants, and it's up to you to defend it. I'm not sure how those things coincide because they're both saying the same thing, so it seems like the letter's lying to you, which is interesting. Because apparently both of you have equally created this new realm by beginning the game. Yet your self from the future / other dimension is telling you to fight the co-creator off. And they both know what the outcome will be since they're from the future. So it's weird, and I'm not getting into that because that's confusing. And it explains that you have the ability to summon historical figures and gain their abilities, evidently through their life force or existential aura, something like that. So you say, like, Yi Sun Shin steals a land. He did something to that effect in history, so you gained something to that effect. It seems like there's some sort of magic involved here. But then it goes further. We aren't just summoning the essence of these people, according to the story that's here, but we're pulling them from an apparent multiverse. Yes, these are real people, as far as the story is concerned. We're even told by Ben to do what is best for your people. They're real. They're real according to the story. So think, the next time you play Amos Fortune, imagine pulling him from his wife and life to a literal battlefield on another dimension, because the premise is you're taking him from his own dimension and putting them into your battlefield because there's a multiverse that you're pulling them from. And that's what the story says we're doing, just grabbing human beings from other dimensions to build our ranks. And then we discard them, trade them into slavery, incinerate them with volcanoes, destroy the very ground beneath their feet and send them to a void, revive them with some of the most awful ways you can imagine, and then repeat the process again. You're murdering them. So it's kind of funny to think about. And this hasn't been reprinted, and I think it's for a reason. But I don't know. It's kind of fun to read through stuff like this. As for morale, it seems more like a magical strength meter than anything else, because obviously the people that you've been stealing from their homes can't be happy. They're being slaughtered. Because some cards, have thousands upon thousands of people, such as armies, and we slaughter them. Like Hitler or something. So historical conquest players have killed more people than any dictator in history by the historical conquest stories reckoning. And a little bit of a fun fact, I'm a card in historical conquest Therefore, I've been murdered in dozens of ways already. Sometimes just straight up tossed in with dead people, such as swapping cards for discard and stuff. So yeah, that's a little dark, but it's fun to think of it at the same time, just because this is where the game started, and I'm not sure if there's even a story to it anymore, but I like to think this is the story because that's kind of interesting. And that's all I have for today, so catch you next time.